Alright, hope everyone's doing well. I thought this time I'd try something different instead of the annotations, which can, be a little annoying sometimes. I thought I'd try the voiceover and, just make it a little bit easier on you guys. I thought I'd take out an Alfa Romeo Giulia GTA on Highlands, the long version, in Assetto Corsa. Didn't really have to try hard in the practice and especially the qualifying this time because the AI were fairly easy to beat in this particular race. As they say with Assetto Corsa's AI, they can be weird, and they're not wrong. So here we are, first lap. Tires are still very cold. I even made the track the coldest I can make it in the game, so be extra slippery. Assetto Corsa is a phenomenal game, still is, even though it's an older game, but I still think that it's absolutely fantastic. Unfortunately, with all my videos, even the ones that I put up so far, I can't really show much of the replays because of, whoa, yeah, there's a bit of a close one there, because it doesn't show you the full replay. It only shows you like the last 3 minutes, 3.5 minutes. It depends on it depends what mood it's in. So here we are. But yeah, this race I really did enjoy. Not that I don't enjoy any of them, but some I enjoy more than others. When I did those two races with the Maserati 250F, that was a really cool car to drive, very challenging, especially the 12-cylinder one. Man, that was challenging. You see people driving that car and it's all the time counter steering in there, which I'm not too bad on that, but I've got a long way to go. Not that this car's easy, but it's a little bit easier, let's put it that way. I mean, it doesn't go as fast, that's another thing as well, so, Bit of a drag race here. This is a fun corner to do, especially when the tires starts getting warmer. It's awesome. I have to say, this track, even though it's a fictional track, but it actually is one of my favorite tracks because it does have some hard corners and it does have a lot of places where you can really speed, which I love. And it has no chicanes. Chicanes are mainly designed for modern high downforce cars, like GT3, LMP, and even Formula 1, of course, to slow them down before high-speed sections and reduce accidents. Vintage touring cars or classic F1 relied more on mechanical grip, making chicanes feel unnatural and disruptive to their flow. Vintage cars belong on vintage circuits, real or fiction. No chicanes, no over-engineered safety zones, just fast corners, long straights, and the thrill of the speed. Tracks like Monza, the 66 version, Old Hockenheim, and even the Mulsanne Straight at Le Mans, without the chicanes of course, captured that spirit. And even fictional tracks like Assetto Corsa's very own Highlands Long and Black Cat County really do try to keep that spirit alive. These are the roads where racing feels pure. Of course, the danger is a part of it, but it's where these cars can truly shine. That's a fun corner to do as well, when you get it right, especially when the tires starts warming up. And also, you know, you lose a little bit more fuel than what I have at the moment. So when it's around the halfway mark, it's excellent. You know, it's at its best. On a full tank, it can be a bit sketchy. And even when you're close to empty, the arse end of the car is very, very light. And that could be dangerous. Not a bad overtake. Taken from the inside there. Here we go, yellow flag. Wonder what's around the corner. Whoa. It's a bit of a sketchy moment, that one. It's one thing I love about Assetto Corsa is, especially in the race weekends, where the AI can make more mistakes. A little bit predictable, but, you know, they tried. More than the quick races, anyway. In the quick races, they still make mistakes, but in the race weekends they tend to make them a little bit more naturally. It makes it hard, but at the same time it, you know, creates a lot more realism in my opinion. Kevy goes too wide on the grass there. Looks like he's not really having a good time. Well, now he's going to lock me to the outside here in the corner. He makes it past Hardy. Ooh, Hardy goes on the grass there for a bit, hits the barrier. Alice locks me tight there, right behind Hardy here. Can't go anywhere. Well, at least Hardy gave me a bit of opening here. Total drag race now. Everyone's slipstreaming. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. This is what it's all about. This is why I love straights. Because of these moments. Just beautiful. A bit dangerous now. Those two are beside me to the right. Overtake Fernandez here? I don't know. No, probably not. No. Yeah, I didn't want to risk it. No, we'll make the pass here. Yeah, that was great. That was really great. AI seem to struggle in these couple of bends. I don't know why, just the way they programmed, I suppose, but I guess that's where you can take advantage. There's no point fighting in these tight corners. When I first started on Assetto Corsa, I don't know whether it's me, but I get the feeling that even when I watch the replay, it looks like the AI may have a little bit more grip at times, because, you know, they drive a lot more robotic than a human would drive. And if I drove the car like the way they do, I believe I end up kissing the wall, because their car is a lot more stiffer. I believe I did try to brush up on this in so many words. I think on the first or second video I did anyway. Still though, really good for a 2014 sim. It's phenomenal. And I don't know how it is on the PC, but because this is the PlayStation version, maybe on the PC it would be a bit better. This issue probably would have been a bit more resolved, let's put it that way. Maybe it is. You know, watching other YouTubers, they never really seem to mention this, apart from the AI are weird or sometimes easy and sometimes idiotic or whatever. I don't know. Whoop. Little bit of oversteer there. That's where your heart misses a beat. With this car, it's okay, but in this stretch it can be very, very tricky. It's full of crests and dips that can really throw you off balance. At high speeds the car gets light over the crests, and if you're not lined up perfectly, oh man, you're in trouble. With no downforce, and I mean, you know, most vintage cars didn't really have any downforce. You're basically a passenger the moment you leave the ground. If you don't land straight, the car snaps sideways and there's nothing you can do but brace for impact. It's all about throttle control and keeping the car as stable as possible. Send it too hard and you're greeting the barriers head on. It's not a pretty sight. So the tyres are warmer, but they're still on the colder side. That's pretty much as warm as we're going to get them in the temperature of the environment that we're in. And a lot of the times I notice the AI, they really break really weird places. Like, why'd you brake there for, man? This bend can be a bit nasty. Made a lot of mistakes in that bend. You can throw your car off to the barrier. With these types of cars, I find that, you know, they suffer a lot, both from a lot of oversteer and understeer as well. You really have to take it gently in the corners with the throttle, because the car just goes straight. And then too much steering and you oversteer. But that's the fun thing about them, though, you know, I suppose. With a lot of these cars as well, I noticed that there's, compared to the modern cars, there's a lot more room for error, and you don't have to be as precise. I know that sounds bad, but they react so much later than modern cars that if you think that you made a little bit of a mistake and straight away you realize that it's going to be a mistake, you can easily correct it. Say with a modern GT3 car, it responds right away. So, oh, there he goes. Yeah, it's very easy to do that. Been done a bit faster, but See, now in here, you can take this flat out. But then, in this bend, coming up right here, you have to... Okay, I didn't lift there. Usually you have to lift a little bit, because it could only really handle, like, in this car anyway, it was like, you know, yeah, 173, 174 maximum. But you really have to get it right, otherwise you have to lift. Or you lift in the beginning, so you reduce the speed a little bit, and then by the time you arrive in that bend anyway, you're below that speed. So, let's take a trip back to 1965 and talk about one of Alfa Romeo's most legendary race-bred machines, the Giulia GTA. It's short for Gran Turismo Alleggerita, which translates to lightened in English. This car was introduced in 1965 as a lightweight, high-performance version of the Giulia Sprint GT. Developed by Auto Delta, Alfa Romeo's racing division, the GTA was designed to dominate touring car racing. It dominated European touring car racing in the late 1960s, winning multiple European touring car championships and completing successfully in various national championships. It dominated European touring car racing in the late 1960s, winning multiple European touring car championships and completing successfully in various national championships. It became famous for its balance, agility and performance, making it one of the most beloved classic Alfa Romeos. The Giulia GTA remains a legendary car in motorsport history and a prized collector's item today. I thought I'd better let him go here because it was going to be, it would have been chaos, I think, in there. Sketchy. Whoa. Yeah, no real damage done. It happens. That looked a bit more comfortable this time, doing the last bend in there, because I lifted in the beginning of the bends. Bit too wide there. Another thing too with these types of cars that I found for myself anyway is that you always try to aim for the best line, but sometimes you don't end up going there. With these cars, it's almost like an approximate place where you want to be. That's where modern cars excel, because you know what you want, they pretty much do. You know, whereas in these cars, they don't. So it's like an approximate place where you want to be, you know, so you don't always end up taking the correct line. Chickened out. No, I actually done the right thing. Yeah, the tires are still the same. They're not going to get any warmer than this. Okay. Thing with these long straights is that it's so much more fun when you got other cars with you as well. When you're on your own, it can get a little boring. And they're fun in their own way, don't get me wrong, but yeah. Had to lift there. And by the looks of it, Buckley and Martinez are pitting, which I will be doing at the end of this lap myself. It's actually gone a bit colder. Okay. Yeah, I really do highly recommend this track. Like I said before, you know, even though it was a fictional track, but can be lots of fun. I love tracks like these, you know. That's why I love the vintage tracks, because there are a lot of these types of corners and straights and stuff where you could really drive the car really fast. You can really push it. Whenever I see a fictional track in a sim, the big question for me is, could this exist in real life? With Highlands, there's almost no doubt. It's so detailed that it feels more authentic than some tracks based on real locations. I feel the same way with Black Cat County as well, which is also on the original Assetto Corsa anyway. I think they done a fantastic job on that track. That is also one of my favorite tracks, believe it or not. Even though it is a fictional track, yes, but for me, it still gives me that enjoyment. First of all, I never actually been to the real track before anyway. So for me, when you really look at it, unless you've been there, they're all fictional tracks. When you see a track that's really well designed with nice details in it, sometimes it's kind of like, who cares whether it's fictional or not? It's those little details that make these types of tracks come to life. I knew I was a little bit late there with the steering. As it was happening, it was like, oh no. At least we didn't end up kissing the wall. I think it'll be better to pit. I think I pit in here. Yeah. Yeah, I should have gave it a little bit less fuel. I definitely overfueled here. I gave it a full tank. discarding tires. We'll have to start all over now. At least the track won't be quite as cold as at the beginning. So yeah, new tires, cold, and a full tank. Oh god. Yeah, you have to readjust. Yeah, I definitely calculated a bit wrong in the fuel. Should have won at least 50, not 60 litres. And whenever that happens, you know, you just take advantage. You don't need to fuel save, you know, short shift. Bias. Dan, you can do better than that. Having a full tank is never good. Though I am beating my best lap time, which is something, I suppose. Too slow in the corner. Too much weight. That time lost. There goes our best time. Yeah, almost lost it there. I did readjust my fifth gear. I made it a little bit longer so it doesn't have to rev so much. Good for saving fuel. Unfortunately, you don't get the power that you need, like at a moment like this, as you can see. But it's definitely good for saving fuel, and you don't run the risk of blowing up the engine. Very weird place to brake in there. Oversteer in there. Even though it's only 170 horsepower, very easily spinning, this guy. It's quite light, you know, 750 kilos, that's fairly light. And yeah, it being so cold doesn't help either. Now that the tank is getting a bit lighter, I can be a little bit more daring. Risk factor drops a little. A little better. Get a new faster slap here. scary part of that track in there, I gotta admit. Driving a car like this, anyway. But I love this car, though. Here we go, we'll get another new fastest lap here. Tobias looks like he's spitting. With these cars, because they weren't very powerful, so they were still handleable. And they were light too. Yeah, they're a lot of fun to drive. See, as soon as you touch the accelerator a little bit, the car just wants to go straight. You only have to think about the accelerator pedal. If I keep going on like this, we should get a new fastest lap again. Though it's always too early to tell when you're that far away from the finish line. Nice. Beautiful. Another new fastest lap. It's amazing, in those corners just before the finish line, slow is fast. It's unbelievable. Yeah, Buckley's pitting. Very, very weird timing. Oh. Considering I didn't really lose any time, that's unbelievable. Those kind of mishaps always cause a lot of time. I'm up a 6th, that's weird. Not an easy corner, that. Really, really not easy. Of course, pushing now would be idiotic because I'm so far ahead. There's no point in risking an accident, but it's always fun to try to beat your lap time. Such a pity. Lost all that time. I lost that 6th. Oh well. But like I said, you know, sometimes it's not really worth it getting another new fast lap because you just want to finish the race in one piece. Alright, well, that's the end of that race. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will leave you with the results replay of most of the last lap. And if you like what you see, please do consider subscribing or throw us a like or any of that sort of stuff. And yeah, I will see you on the next video. Thanks a lot for watching.